Hello everyone, welcome to Subnautica. Ooh. Now, this is a survival-based game based on a water planet. And that is our ship, which unfortunately, as you can see, is not looking very well. So, what we have arrived in is this escape pod here. So this is the only thing that was ejected out of the escape pod. And so we've got to sniff around and see what's in here. So let's have a look in the storage area. So we have, oh, flashlights, copper wire, and magnesium. So let's put a flashlight in there so that we can sniff around and find out what's going on. So you can see that, you know, we've got first aid, we've got fire, we've got this wonderful thing called the fabricator. Now what this enables us to do is take all of these resources and make them into other things. And you can even make them into a machine that can actually construct certain things and bits and pieces like that. So, now, we have an air supply. Now you can see there on the left hand side, O2, it is limited. Oh goodness me, there's flora and fauna under the water. And there's obviously evil creatures under here that will attack you as well. So you have to be careful about this kind of thing. So, you can see we've got to manage our air supply. Now, I'm currently on the roaming mode. So under the normal circumstances, when you play survival on this game, you have the option of just doing basically roaming mode, like as what I'm doing here. Oh look, there's fishies. Or you can do the full survival mode. Now full survival mode essentially means that you have to essentially get water and you have to get food. Now this is some of the scrap metal that we will need to collect. And oh, there's other resources as well. Salt deposit. You can even dig the sand if you so desire. So we are looking around. Now bear in mind this is in early access, so there will be maybe the occasional issue with frame rate, and things are continually being added to the game obviously. So, you know, here we are floating around in this lovely habitat. Although at night it may become less lovely. So, you can see there, flashing icon, so it always shows you where your area is, and you can collect these things. See, look, these fish, we'll release it, but you can collect all those kind of funky good things. Oh look, some more scrap metal down here, which is just what we're after. There we go. And this is probably as a result of the crash, you know, all showered into the water during the process of the ship coming down to land. And what's that? That's another bit of scrap metal. There we go.
Emergency.
Oh,
10 seconds of oxygen
see,
remaining.
that's what you got to be careful for. There we go. Replenish the oxygen, and then go down again. So, we're going to be looking for all sorts of various resources. You can pick up these mushrooms as well, and you can get all sorts of flora and fauna from the sea bottom. So we're looking for what looks like, there we go, that's what we're looking for, quartz. And that's going to be very helpful because that'll enable us to build all sorts of things that will be very, oh, what's this? Now this could be a fragment. It is. It's a fragment. Oh, hello. Fragment of a sea moth. Now that is one of the things that you can build over the course of time. So, let's just go back up. You can press the space bar and you just rise to the surface.
Emergency. 10 seconds
So,
of oxygen remaining.
So let's go back down again. Now, let's see what we can find. Oh, more over here. There we go, more fragments. Now, what you can do is later on you can get a thing called a fragment analyzer. Or fragment analyzer even, that enables you to build or analyze these fragments and then actually build things off the back of them. So,
Scanning the Aurora. Zero life signs detected. Lethal radiation levels detected. The main drive core has malfunctioned. The primary dark matter containment field has dropped to 36% amplitude.
that's a bit of a worry.
Continuing to monitor.
So there we go. You do have things to worry about. as we continue to swish around here. Oh dear, that doesn't sound good, does it? Monsters like that. Let's go up and get some more air. So yeah, it's probably one of them little fellas there. See these two little wonderful little creatures, seem relatively benign, swimming around and doing their thing. So let's go back to the escape pod, and this is where we can go into here, and so you can see resources, and now we can build titanium out of scrap metal, we can build silicone out of quartz, and we can build glass. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine all of this titanium, or all of this into all this scrap metal into titanium. So that's what we're looking to do right now. You can see them making them into titanium blocks. Now one thing we're also going to want to do is we're going to want to create some glass. Now there is a reason for that, because you've got things like this. A tank increases the air by 30 seconds. So that's what we're going to create. So you can there see the manufacturer creating the tank. So if we press tab, you can see we brings up the inventory, and there's the tank in the position that we want. Now we're probably going to be able to get some other bits and pieces, some suits and all sorts of funky good stuff like that. So you can see here we've got radiation suit, needs silicon and lead ×2, needs silicon ×2 for a still suit, and first aid kits as well, rebreather, which will be very helpful obviously, and pipe and thermometer obviously, and there's the tank which we've just done. So fins is the next thing to get, I reckon. So, and there is a day and night cycle. So let's go back into here, and you can see now that we have significantly more capacity for air. Now obviously fins will mean that we can swim quicker and all that kind of funky good stuff. So let's look around. Oh, more stuff, more resources. Whoops, come here. And you can even collect things like this if you wanted to. So you can check your stuff. There we go. Now let's have a look around. We're looking for more quartz, remember. That's really what we're searching for, is the quartz. So let's fly up and replenish our oxygen. Or we continue to sniff around for this quartz. Now you can see there, sometimes it's stuck in the middle of all these things here, which makes it difficult to see. But it is important to find. Look at all this. Oh god, it's beautiful, isn't it? Now, obviously the fins will let us swim faster, so that's the main reason we want to go for that. And then we'll get a knife so that we can sort of defend ourselves against evil monsters and random rocks, as you can see. Oh, another thing down here.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
There we go, let's go up and get some oxygen. There we go. So let's not get too far away from our survival area. Oh, more quartz down here. There we go. So let's go back up here. Let's have a sniff around here. Oh, more quartz. Have a look around. Look at these wonderful creatures. Aren't they lovely? Seem quite benign. Oh, hello. Seem to be minding their own business, really. So, can't really argue. Oh, crikey. So they're obviously curious. Probably like the cows of the water, or we'll see. Anyway, so we're back on the fabricator, back on the buoy, so to speak. And you can see there we've got the ability to build electronics, power stuff. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go for silicone. And then we're going to go for another silicone as well. You can see these silicone blocks being made. Now, Equipment. Fins. And they immediately get fitted. So you can see there the fins have been fitted, and obviously we've got the tank in place. So we can, if we wish, use the flashlight, light the place up. Everything is pretty bioluminescent in this particular environment. So, but it's always helpful to have extra light on the subject. Now, what we're going to need to do is build a knife of some sort, so that we can start collecting things from the ground, so to speak. Right, where is our boy? Where's he gone? Oh, duh. So, let's see. Let's build some magnesium. Now that will be very helpful. Now you can see all these various tools. There we go, knife, we need some more silicone. Air bladder, personal buoyancy, how lovely. Flares, builders, that's going to be very helpful. And a welder as well. I'm not sure what crash powder is, but we'll have to wait and see. But obviously you've got things like the rebreathers, you've got the first aid kit.
Caution. Readings from the Aurora suggest erratic fluctuations in the primary dark matter containment field.
Oh, really?
A breach of the main drive chamber may cause a cascading quantum flux detonation.
Okay, that's a bit of a worry. So here are the machines. You've got beacons, and you've got obviously a grav sphere for attracting small things. So let's just get rid of that and see what we've got in storage. So we've got some copper wire, we've got a flashlight, and we've got magnesium. So let's take the magnesium there. Now let's just check our recipes for tools. So a flare, computer chip and a battery, a welder, crash powder, okay. Wiring kit and silicone, creep vine ×4 and bleach, silver ore, silicon and lead. Really need to find that if we can. I'm guessing. I'm obviously concerned about that core. Now, you can go up the top and look at that. It's now night time on this beautiful planet, isn't it wonderful? Obviously minus the crash ship. So we can go in here, put the light on, and go sniffing around. Look at that. Hello. Lovely big fella. But there are also more aggressive species in here as well. So these are the things you've got to watch out for. There we go. Some more quartz over here. So let's see what else we can find. Anything more, I wonder. Now, little places like this can hide helpful little things. So you can dig sand if you wish. Oh, hello. And
emergency.
Whoops.
10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Let's go up rather quickly. So essentially what you're trying to do is you're trying to survive on this world, and you're going to have radiation issues soon, probably, I would say. And you're essentially trying to gather resources from the world around you to try and help your survival. Ah, here we go. Here's some more of this lovely stuff. and some scrap metal, which we will use for the titanium. So we continue swimming around. Ah, more scrap metal. Let's go and get some more air refreshed. There we go. There's some more quartz. I did see that. Yes, I did see the scrap metal here. There we go. So we can continue looking for that stuff. And you've got to be careful about going in caves like that, in case there's a... Oh, inventory full. In case there's an evil predator in there who plans to do evil things to you, like eat you for lunch. Which is not outside the realms of possibility, I hasten to add. Oh, there you are. So, let's move in this general direction. And it's basically controls, you know, WASD, all that kind of stuff. Right click, left click, you know, mouse number, or the number keys for those hot buttons. Now, here we go. Now, let's see. So that's silicon glass. What do we need to build the NIF? So we need that all-important kniff. Here we go, knife, silicone. So we've got titanium when we need some silicone. So if we go to here and we create some silicone now. Now, let's see. Tools. Knife. Knife created. There we go. So knife is automatically put into slot number 2. And then obviously, you know, air bladder. Look at that. Lovely stuff. And flares to help light the area. A builder, that's going to be very helpful. Because then what you can do is you can build underwater bases and submarine modules. Which is really, really nice. So what I'm going to do is just go up top here. And I'm going to show you another save that I've been just playing around with, all the various bits and pieces. So let me show you some of the things that you can actually get. And so we're back. And we've returned to another save. And you can see here I've got fins, I don't have it, I got the air tank, I've got some quartz and stuff. But I also have this. Look at this, isn't this beautiful? This, ladies and gentlemen, is something that you can build, the Cyclops, and it's a personal submarine. Now look at this, radiation is detected, but let's get inside the submarine.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Look at that. So this is one of the things that you can get fragments for and then build with the builder. So you can see all of these things. You've got sealable doors, watertight bulkheads, all that kind of stuff. And you can see that we can make our way up to here. And then we go up the ladder and we're in the engine room. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? So make our way through the engine room. And then we're in one of the other areas. You can see here we can watertight bulkhead those doors as well. This is where the Seamoth goes, which is like a very fast maneuverable submarine, mini sub essentially. And then, oh, we seem to have just disappeared. Okay, very strange. And here is the main pilot area, so you can actually name your submarine if you want to. So we might just call it the SS Fail. There we go, the SS Fail. And so essentially you come into here, left click, and then you can drive your submarine. Now this acts essentially as a mobile base. You can use your builder to build storage areas, you can build manufacturing devices, all sorts of stuff in here. And obviously there is a depth limit to this particular submarine. Well, let's just try and get out of here before we crash into other things. So you can then take the submarine down into the depths and investigate further. But right now we're crashing into solid objects, which is not ideal. So let's bring the depth up a little bit. You can see it's pretty shallow around this area, so we really need to sort of get out of here if we can into deeper water. So there we go. We're now moving in towards deeper water. You can see, not sure, oh, that's equivalent of kelp. And here we go, we move down into the depths. And so I believe until you get sort of like depth modules where you can go down to like 400 meters or so, the depth limit here is about 100 meters. And the thing is if you want to, you can just park it here, go down here, and go outside. But we won't be outside for too long because this is a bit like Harry Potter, that bit under the water, very scary stuff. So, these are all things, all resources you can make use of. And these are the kind of things that you can build over the course of time. And this obviously is one of the devices that you can build. So there we go, a quick dive into Subnautica. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you want to see more, I will try and maybe make a series of it if you guys are interested. So, we shall move on. See you later, everyone. Take care.